I should say that this meeting today seemed very important signal to the public because all the society has been waiting for the meeting for a long time. This meeting reiterated the major concerns and major policies that will be adopted to stimulate and promote the economic development for the rest of this year or even for the beginning of next year. So the policy for proactive and the fiscal and the monetary policy is a very important factor that has greatly impacted on China's economy. We can see that this year the central government has made serious policies in financial sections and in monetary policies that make the real economy and the entrepreneur to get more money easier, even for those new home buyers and some special purposes in the economic development, in the industrial efforts. So in this way that this policy will remain continuously or consistently that as the major or the core interest of the policy in the central government. Because as we know, in one country, especially for developing country, the proactive, the fiscal monetary policy always plays significant and a key role to stabilize or to promote and boost the economic development. That's why I'm optimistic this policy will have very active and supportive impact on the year to come, especially for the beginning of the first 6 months of 2025 in China's economy.
Yeah, from the meeting, leadership also said the country should vigorously boost consumption and expand domestic demand on all fronts. How can China improve in those areas, and how does the approach differ between promoting domestic and international consumption?
Actually, this is a very important concern for all parties involved. As we know that the consumption is a general word. People always say that we have to improve, we have to boost the consumption, but how? Who are the major consumers? There's no definition. In my opinion, I think the consumption internationally or domestically, including two parts. One is the private consumption. The second is the public consumption. For instance, the industrial consumption will play important role to stimulate our economy. So in the past time, we have spent a lot of money and spent a lot of time or cases for private consumption. The private consumption makes the economy very dynamic, very vigilant. It's quite important, but actually it has still limited impact on the general development in the economy. So when with the public consumption, especially for industrial consumption, for instance, they buy fixed asset to have more investment in the daily life or in the infrastructures, this also belongs to the consumption. If we still make more investment and more efforts to stimulate this industrial consumption, I think I'm very optimistic. I think next year the consumption internationally or domestically will get a boosting time.
Leadership also noted the need to enrich and improve the policy toolkit and make macro regulation more forward-looking, targeted and effective. Which specific areas are likely to be targeted, and is there likely to be more direct stimulus than what we've seen so far this year?
In reality, I find that there's some more measures and policies that still remain in the toolkit. We have more space and more rooms to make more efforts to stimulate our economy, especially for those targeted policies. For instance, how to stimulate the AI, the smart technology. The secondly, how to really realize and stimulate and upgrade green technology in all fields, because green technology and green development are the major force in China's development at the moment, because not only for the EV vehicles, but also in all other parts of this industry. So in all these targeted efforts, we should have more investment and then make more efforts. For instance, the two news and two major sections, two news that the new products and the new industries, and the two majors that the major infrastructure and also for the future industry. So all these new policies, I think, are the targeted policies that will put more the investment and more efforts and make some more contribution for the stabilizing of our economy. Because next year, the major policy is still stabilizing with goodwill to make progress. This is still our baseline of our economic policy.